Jim Carrey is a really, really good actor that I grew up with, and more of recent years he's been different. He has said things that people may find strange and weird, and I don't know what it is, but I haven't lived a life like Jim Carrey. But yet, I understand what he's saying very much. Very much. I understand what he's saying when he says what he says. I'm not too sure why I have such understanding to it when everyone around him just says he's crazy. Being weak is something that I have not been able to be for a lot of my life, and I have been only a very few times been weak, and I really felt it when Jim Carrey was talking about someone else that said this, but I heard it from Jim Carrey, where they should change depression to deep rest of the person that you pretend to be, or you've pretended to be. I feel like even though I wasn't acting, or I didn't want to be acting, it's like something that forced me to be something I wasn't, or be someone I wasn't, for a really long time, that when I got to rest, when I got to be weak, I went into a massive depression of just realizing that I wasn't allowed to be myself. I was just pretending to be something else. And when I realized that, when I got to rest, when I got to just chill out, was actually one of the worst times, because I had to face everything else. I had to realize everything else. What I was doing, who I was not me. It was like I was playing a character. And I think I understand Jim Carrey in a way. You know, he says Jim Carrey is a character I played, and I get that. Like, wholeheartedly understand and get what he's saying. You know, he played the clown, the monkey, for everyone to sort of free them, as he would say, but he never really got to free himself. And I get that. And the only difference is I wasn't very funny. I was just strong, and I was pretending to be this wise, strong person that could never be fazed. And to a point where, you know, I believed it myself. I thought that is who I was, or who I am. And yes, I have the traits of the character I played, but that doesn't really mean that that was me. You know, when different actors play different roles, you can sort of tell similarities between each role because they're putting a bit of themselves in the role. And that's how I felt. I was putting a bit of myself in the role that I was pretending to be, but I wasn't me. I was just pretending, because I needed to. I needed to be strong. I needed to be smart. I needed to be whatever life demanded me to be. And sometimes I feel like I slip into that character that I used to play because I feel like it's needed. I feel like it's just familiar, so it gives me comfort. But the reality is being who you are, being just you, will truly make you feel amazing, and it will make you feel free. And I know that sounds really, really weird, but it will. It will truly just make you feel good. I think that's it. I think that's it for this one. It's a very small one. and it's very random, and it's only because I was watching a video and Jim Carrey popped up and he was talking about all this stuff, and it always made a lot of sense to me, and a lot of people around me always just like, oh my gosh, he's absolutely lost it, like he's going Lulu. And you know, I don't think so. I think he's just finally really coming to grips with life. Whereas this whole time he was putting on this pretend face to make everyone else laugh, but he didn't even really think about who he is. You know, he was just the monkey that everyone wants him to be. But he never really thought about actually who is Jim Carrey. But then Jim Carrey was a role as well. I think it's really nice that I can relate to what he's saying, but for a completely different reason. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. Bye, guys.